Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to be playing around with an eyeshadow palette. I don't know how new this eyeshadow palette is, but it is new to me. So today I am going to be playing with the SPORTSGIRL Glitterati palette. This is what the outside packaging looks like. It's very beautiful, it's very glittery. Surprisingly, this was pretty highly requested on my Instagram. A lot of you guys wanted to see me try out this palette and give kind of like my first impression and review on it. So when you open up the palette, this is what it looks like. It does come with a mirror as well. And as usual, I did already stick my finger in one of the pans by accident. I always hit eyeshadows with my acrylic nails all the time. So the reason I was kind of drawn to this palette and why I picked it up is because it did remind me of some other eyeshadow palettes. I believe it is Stila that has eyeshadow palettes that look like this and kind of the same gold packaging here. And then I think Milani brought out some that look similar. I could be wrong, but if I'm correct, I'll put like pictures on the screen. I can't remember exactly, but that's why I did pick up the eyeshadow palette. I was like, oh, I wonder if the quality's good. It looks really beautiful. I think it looks better in person than what it does on camera. It looks pretty bland on camera. But anyway, with this eyeshadow palette, there is 3 matte shades up here and there's 1 matte shade here, and all the rest kind of look foiled, shimmery. To be honest, it doesn't bother me that much. If I just needed a palette that was like a go-to palette and I just kind of wanted to do the same crease colors all the time and then just pick a lid shade, then this palette would work for me. This reminds me of something that I would have used when I was like 16, 17, and I just wanted a nice kind of smoky eye look every time I went to a house party or something. But I reckon I will probably be able to get a really nice eye look out of this. It's just not going to be that adventurous. Like, you're not going to get heaps of different eye looks every time you use it. But yeah, I think that's all I've got to say about it. Obviously, I have to test the quality and see if the quality is good. The last time I did use the SPORTSGIRL eyeshadow palette, it was actually really nice and I got a really nice eye look out of it. So before we get started today, don't forget to thumbs up the video. It helps me out so much. You can subscribe to my channel if you guys want to be updated every time I upload new videos, and also hitting the bell button will help with that as well. You guys can also let me know down below if there's any other SPORTSGIRL eyeshadow palettes you guys want me to try out. They've got so many eyeshadow palettes, it's actually pretty overwhelming. Actually, there is one more thing I did want to mention about this palette that I didn't really like. So the inside of the palette where the shadows are, I thought this was just like normal kind of plastic around the pans, but this plastic actually feels really cheap. It's really flimsy. It kind of moves when I touch it. It kind of reminds me of a false eyelash tray. It's that kind of plastic. So I don't know. I paid $30 for this palette. I kind of expected it to be a nice hard sturdy plastic on the inside. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. If you're paying $30, I expect a sturdy eyeshadow palette. So we're going to stick with routine today. I'm going to prime my eyes with my Tarte Shape Tape, and this one's in the color Light Neutral. My hair is so buffy at the moment just because I did wash it this morning and I haven't done anything. This is like my natural wave. It's really, really reddy orange at the moment. I really need to get my hair toned and done. So I have booked that in. I'm not doing anything drastic. I just need a refresher on my hair. I'm just going to blend that out as I would every other time I do my makeup. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed that I haven't been wearing like any fake tan in my videos or just in life in general. I just can't be bothered right now, and I can't be bothered being sticky, and I can't be bothered smelling like fake tan. I don't know where I was going with that. I feel like I'm really chatty, but I don't want to be too chatty today because this isn't a chit chat get ready with me. So now we're going to focus on just doing the eyeshadow. So today we're just going to do something really glam, nothing too complicated. I'm not really sure what color I'm going to use like on my lid, but I'm going to start off with this kind of light brown shade. And I haven't set my concealer down. I've left that tacky, I guess. I've been enjoying doing it this way lately, and with the Tarte Shape Tape, it's also like not excessively sticky. It's pretty dry, so it doesn't make it too difficult. The mirror on this palette is actually really nice. It's very good quality. You know how some palettes kind of have like distorted mirrors and it just makes you look weird? I feel like the BYS palettes, their mirrors, I don't know, I wouldn't use them. That's nice so far. So far, I really like this brown shade. It's blended out super nicely, really seamlessly, especially for someone who has bloody textured eyelids. I get so much eczema on my eyelids all the time, so it's really hard to find shadows that just blend over the top as well as they can. SPORTSGIRL honestly surprised me every time. Every time I get a makeup product from there, it's always good. I know I did say at the start if you guys wanted to see me try out any other eyeshadow palettes to let me know, but if they've got any other kind of products besides eyeshadow palettes, I'd be more than happy to try them out. Or maybe I can do another full face of SPORTSGIRL makeup. You guys seemed to love that last time. I'm now going to take a smaller brush. This one is a Morphe M506 brush. The other one I was using was just a tapered blending brush by Jessup. And now I'm going to take the darker brown. I'm going to start deepening up the eye look a little bit. I'm going to tap this on the outer corner, but I'm also going to bring it into the crease and just kind of blend it through. So this brown shade I feel like isn't as pigmented. It definitely has pigment, but it's not as like punchy as I thought it would be. But I think it's building, which is good. We like shadows that at least build. So I'm just going to build it up and just keep adding until I'm happy with the pigment. So I haven't done this eye yet, but you can see that I definitely built up colour on this eye. Again, really easy to blend out. I haven't really had any issues so far, so I am pretty happy about that. I'm just going to do the same to this eye now. So what I'm going to do now is put some of this white kind of satin matte shade on my brow bone. I like that white as well. I know it's only a white shadow, but it's really smoothed out those edges there. To be honest, it's been quite a while since I've used a black shadow, but I think I will today. Again, I'm just going to use this to maybe deepen it up like a tiny bit, maybe just on the outer corner, the outer V area. I'm still using a really small Morphe brush. So I've only used the tiniest bit, but it is going on pretty quickly. I used to use black shadow all the time. Now I just don't really use it anymore. So as I am blending this black out, I am going to go back in with that deeper brown and just help blend out those edges a little bit. I'm just going to run a bit of shadow on the lower lash line to join it all up. So the black is pretty nice. It is like a little bit patchy, like the tiniest bit. Nothing that I can really like complain about too much. And now I'm going to repeat the same steps on this eye. I feel like I might have had a little bit more trouble blending out the black on this side. I feel like it's a bit patchy around here. So I've just messily done the lower lash line. I will clean it up later with concealer and everything. But now we're going to do the lid colour. So I think for my lid shade, I want to use this kind of yellowy kind of gold. I'm going to use my finger. It does look really pretty on my finger. Let's just see if we can put it on the eyelid though. Sometimes these like swatch really nice, but then it doesn't go on the eyelid. It's definitely not going on as nice. Like it's very light, but I'm gonna try and do it with a wet brush as well. That's all I can kind of get on from my finger, and there's still so much left on my finger. Okay, that's going on heaps better. Make sure you don't wet your brush too much, otherwise it can really make the shadows go really crepey and like make your eyes look really wrinkly. But just that tiny bit of moisture has made the biggest difference. So the eye look is pretty much completed. I am going to do some wing liner today, lashes, mascara, all that kind of stuff. But today I am going to do like my foundation and everything off camera because I do have a few other videos I want to film. So this video is going to be completely dedicated to the eyeshadow palette. I might come back and show you my like lip color and stuff like that and then talk about the palette. And I think that's it. But yeah, I will show you applying eyeliner and then I'll come back. For eyeliner today, I'm going to use my Maybelline Hypersharp Wing Eyeliner. I can't open it because my hands are all sweaty. I haven't done eyeliner in a hot minute. It's been a while because I've been lazy. Okay, so I'm back and I've finished the rest of my makeup. I will have all the products I've used today listed down below if you want to know what foundation I'm wearing and all that kind of stuff. So I did end up putting a bit of lip product on because I was filming some other videos and I wanted to kind of wrap those up and have a lip product on in the video. But I will touch it up a bit and tell you what I've used. I don't know, I just kind of felt like going for a more natural lip today. So I did use the Essence lip liner. This one's in the color Satin Mauve. I am going to just kind of retouch my lip line a little bit. And for the lip product, I'm going to use the Lanolips Tinted Lip Balm. This actually has SPF 30 in it, which is pretty cool. It does have a bit of pigment to it, but I like it because it's like a really natural kind of balmy gloss. And then I might grab this Australis Girl Boss Demi Matte Lip Cream. This one's in the color Achieve. It's really, really light. I'm just going to do a little dab of that. Okay, I think that is it, guys. I really love the lip. I just want something really comfortable and, I don't know, it just looks really nice and effortless, I guess. So now we're going to talk about this eyeshadow palette. Honestly, today I had no issues with it at all. It applied so nicely, so easily. I'm super impressed. I feel like Sports Girl eyeshadows are typically pretty good. I feel like they could be a little bit cheaper though. I did pay $30 for this. I think like the price is okay, but I reckon it could be like just a little bit cheaper. I do appreciate the fact it has a mirror in there. To be honest, I don't really use the mirrors all that much, but if you're going to pay $30 for a palette, you want quality and you want like kind of good packaging with a mirror. The packaging is really nice and sturdy and really beautiful on the outside. However, I really wish that this little frame bit on the inside that is holding the Panzer shadow was actual hard plastic like this. It is just like a soft kind of flimsy eyelash tray plastic. I just wish it was a hard plastic. I don't know if the tray is something that will bother you guys, but it's just something I noticed. But other than that, the shadows that I did use today worked really well on my eyes. I don't really have any complaints. Like the black was a little bit patchy, but I got it to blend out and it didn't take too long to finesse. Sometimes when I use Essence shadows, I can make them look good, but it takes a really, really long time to kind of fiddle around with them and get them to work, whereas these ones worked pretty quickly. The shimmer shade, I feel like I did have to use wet to get it to stick onto the eye, but I haven't tried any of the other shimmers, so I can't talk about these other ones here. I feel like if you're just looking for a basic palette to get some nice basic eye looks, you will like this palette. You've got your transition, you've got a dark brown, black, and then you've also got like a highlight white, and the rest are just shimmers, so you can use them on the lid. Kind of get a different eye look every time, but they're not going to be like crazy different. If you're just a simple gal, I guess, then I reckon you're going to like this. I liked it. I feel like it would just be easy to create an eye look. I'm not overwhelmed. I know exactly what I'm going to do with this palette. But I think that's all I've got to say about the palette. I won't keep rambling, otherwise I'm just going to repeat myself again and again. I like the palette. And that is it. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up because that helps me out so much. Comment down below. Let me know what other videos you guys would like to see. Subscribe, hit the bell button. Maybe follow me on Instagram or Twitter if you want to keep in contact with me. And I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye.